Bro, it's crazy. Everyone looks at Mr. Beast as the biggest YouTuber ever, which he pretty much is. Him and PewDiePie. It's like non-debatable. But for the fact that I told y'all GTA is going to be the greatest, not the greatest, but the most anticipated game to ever come out in your life, ever, that's an understatement. It broke Mr. Beast's record for 24 hours on YouTube. That shit, bro, it had over 100 million. I don't know how many views it really had, but I think it was like over 100 million in 24 hours. That's crazy. But here's 99 details from GTA 6 trailer that we missed. Now, you know, we all missed a lot. Like, you would literally have to go from scene to scene to scene, like, to really, like, digest everything. But IGN did it for us, so let's go.
It's no exaggeration to say we've waited years for Grand Theft Auto 6's
Decades!
trailer, and now it's here. 90 seconds of Vice City, packed full of criminals, weirdos, and parties. Every single shot tells a new story, and we've pored over the trailer frame by frame to find every single detail we can. So, join us as we dive deep into the GTA 6 trailer. The trailer's opening shot is pure Florida. The colors of the setting sun evoking the save the date tweet that Rockstar put out ahead of the trailer. You can even see the birds and the palm trees. The traffic on the road in the foreground includes a variety of GTA staples, including trucks, RVs, boats, and motorbikes. And on the side of a semi, we can see the branding for Patriot, the beer that first appeared in Grand Theft Auto 4. Off in the distance,
that's going to be the main highway we're driving on that we're going to get tired of driving on all day long. I already know.
We can see an incredibly tall broadcast mast based on the real WTVY TV tower. Fun fact, this is the highest point in all of Florida. We can only hope that we will be able to climb to the top and base jump from it. And right in the middle, we can see the guard towers of a penitentiary. Cut to the next shot, and we see its barbed wire topped fencing. This seems to be the prison in which Lucia, our protagonist, has been locked up. As she looks outside the window, we can see the guard towers that stood out in the opening shot. Our first look at Lucia showcases the increase in detail over even Red Dead Redemption 2's graphical heft. Her hair is among the most realistic we've seen in games, and the lighting from the window captures the texture of its waves. We see even more of this detail as the shot switches to show Stephanie,
well, like real life.
At the Leonida.
We watching the movie, fellas.
We can see the name of the facility printed across her lanyard, as well as the initials LDC on Lucia's prison uniform. Stephanie asks Lucia if she knows why she's here, which suggests that the game may open with Lucia committing a crime and then being sent to the LDC. The key art shows Lucia wearing an electronic tag on her ankle, and so it seems likely that the majority of GTA 6 will take place after she's been released on probation. This overhead view of the ocean showcases not just the incredible water effects, but also a couple of varieties of marine life. To the left, we see 4 dolphins skipping the surface, while to the right, a shark can be seen lurking beneath the waves. The shot pans up to a packed beach. This could well be the GTA HD universe's equivalent of either Washington or Ocean Beach, 2 of the seafronts from GTA Vice City. Crossing the sky is a Maverick helicopter. Choppers were first introduced in Vice City, and they feature prominently in this trailer, perhaps a callback to GTA 6's roots. Also soaring across the skyline is a Dodo plane, which we first flew in Vice City's Dildo Dodo mission. The plane has a large banner in tow that reads 919 Vice City. Why 69 when you can 919? This is likely a riff on Miami's real 1111 nightclub. The architecture along the beach and in the following shot is also pure Miami, which of course is the place upon which Vice City is based. While many buildings are just following the real city's vibe, there are others that are digital replicas of actual places. For example, to the right we can see a tower block with a distinctive hole in its roof, which is 500 Brickell, a twin-tower condo development on Brickell Avenue. We switch to a rural area likely inspired by the Florida Everglades. This showcases GTA 6's range. Much like in GTA 5, the city will be just part of the overall map. Here we can see an airboat sailing by, pointing to one of the forms of transport we'll be able to use to navigate the wetlands. These wetlands are densely populated with more wildlife than has ever been seen in a GTA game before. Here, we can see the Florida staples of flamingos and crocodiles set on a backdrop of incredibly detailed foliage. This certainly brings back memories of the bayou in Red Dead Redemption 2. On the beach, we see the power of Rockstar's crowd technology with a huge amount of people and body types. Each person is doing something unique, from the guy helping someone to apply sunscreen to this person taking a, let's say, juicy photograph. Oh, and it looks like dogs are definitely back too. Say hello to this little beach ranger. In the sky above, we can see a sea sparrow flying by, another reference back to the original Vice City. This helicopter, outfitted with pontoons for landing on water.
And what was the first GTA game y'all ever played? Mine was San Andreas. That was the very first. I know a lot of people played Vice City. A lot of people played GTA 3. I never played those. First one I got introduced to was San Andreas.
Could be found at the Vercetti estate. The beach is covered with blue and white parasols that read Vice Beach, confirming that the location from the original Vice City has been reimagined for the HD universe. This coastal area is GTA's equivalent of Miami's South Beach. Far off in the background is a building called Bayfront Heights, presumably a luxury apartment complex on the seafront. Could this be something we might be able to buy in GTA 6 Online? At another waterfront, we see this scene of boats speeding past Port Vice City, as signified by the PVC logo on the blue shipping cranes. This is an homage to the opening of Michael Mann's Miami Vice, which, of course, was one of the key inspirations for the original Vice City. On board the docked freighter are cargo containers for two legacy GTA shipping companies, Bilgeco and Jetsam. These were first introduced back in GTA 5. Here, we see what appears to be Lucia going wild on the Vice City highway while a guy films her from his car in the left-hand lane. As we'll later see, social media appears to be a significant part of GTA 6, and so maybe this is Lucia's attempt at going viral on TikTok. On the road signs, we see directions for Kelly.
That's gonna be crazy, bro, if we try to be an influencer. If we gotta do different type of TikToks. That's gonna be wild if we have to do different type of TikToks to try to get viral. That's gonna be crazy.
County, VCI Airport, Catalan Boulevard, and Stockyard downtown. Kelly County is likely the wider Florida area beyond the boundaries of Vice City, much like how GTA 5 had Blaine County after you drove past the limits of Los Santos. Meanwhile, VCI Airport seems to be the HD Universe's name for what we used to know as Escobar Airport. Off in the distance, we can see a glittering skyscraper with a hole in it, likely a reference to Miami's Wynwood neighborhood. And sweet building with a hole in it, likely
right there. This is Miami Heat. If you've been to South Beach, you know this is Miami Heat Stadium, whatever it's called. They just, I guess, couldn't have Miami Heat logo and everything.
Reference to Miami's famous Atlantis condominium. The building was also featured in the original Vice City. This area, with its gorgeous street art and sweet rides, could be GTA 6's reinvention of Miami's Wynwood neighborhood, an outdoor museum that's home to colorful murals, craft breweries, and an eclectic culture. The vehicles here possibly point to extensive car customization options. We can see huge rims, lowered suspension.
Wait, what's crazy? The way if you look at this.
Point to extensive.
Bro, it's like you really it's almost like a Google map. It's almost like you're right there. Like, this is a real video. It's not like a regular game where you just go in and then you see it. But it's almost like, bro, it's just the way they did things.
Car customization options.
The detail is perfect.
Huge rims, lowered suspension, and some really striking custom paint jobs. Parked alongside these cars is what appears to be a new variant of the Nagasaki Carbon RS, a bike that was initially exclusively available as part of GTA 5's Collector's Edition. In GTA 5, it's only available in black, but it looks like GTA 6 will add new options such as this gray and white geometric design.
I want to see the Oppressor. We got to see how the Oppressor gonna look. You know, Oppressor was OP in GTA 5. That was like the cheat code where you can kill anybody you want. You just flying above everything. Let me see how the Oppressor look.
Now, it wouldn't be GTA without a strip club. From the amount of singles covering the stage and floor, it seems like it's definitely the start of the week. The sign on the balcony advertises Make It Rain Mondays. There's no F1 theming here, so it seems
live on Sunday, Magic City Monday, whatever. What did Lil Wayne say? Magic City Monday, live on Sunday, Magic City Monday. That's what we're doing.
Unlikely that this is the pole position club from the original Vice City. This gent enjoying himself by the stage is wearing a Dolls of Destruction tour shirt. There is a real punk metal band of the same name, but it's not yet clear if they're involved in GTA 6. The back of the shirt lists the locations the dolls have played on the tour, including GTA 4's Liberty City and Alderney City, the 3 cities from
Los
San Andreas,
Santos,
Los
come
Santos,
on.
Las Venturas, and San Fierro, and of course, Vice City. In this shot of 2 guys shaking
Young and
hands, we can
Ace.
see the man in the foreground is wearing a dark blue bandana. This is worn in a similar style to the purple bandanas worn by the Haitians in the original Vice City, suggesting that those gangs may return. This
the
overhead
Haitian.
shot of the city is a good showcase of how accurate Rockstar's version of Miami is. The area is practically identical to Biscayne Island, right
I need to be at Cayocho, bro. If y'all been to Miami, y'all know Cayocho. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I need to see a Cayocho, Lil Havana area. I need to see all that.
down to the toll booths guarding the road coming in. A little further up the road, we can see an illuminated tennis court, suggesting that sporty side activities will be making their return. If
You dream, you
Hold
plan,
up.
work.
Now's a good time to
Every
hit that
hour,
sub button.
every night.
Let go.
this shot doesn't make you nostalgic for Vice City, then nothing will. This is the HD Universe recreation of the original game's iconic boardwalk, complete with the Ocean View Hotel, which was Tommy Vercetti's very first safe house. You can even spot the retro yellow and white Oceanic car that was always parked outside. Next to it is the Boardwalk Hotel, inspired by Miami's Colony Hotel.
Yeah. I
In the
actually stayed there
background,
before.
hanging from Hotel Dixon, we can see what appears to be flags for Peru and Haiti, once again signaling the Central and South American cultures that have made their home in Vice City. Parked out front of the hotels are a variety of GTA's beloved hypercars. Most recognizable is likely the Cheetah, this retro white machine inspired by the 1980s classic Ferrari Testarossa. Behind it is a blue Porsche-like Pfister Comet, while in front is a red hardtop Carbonizere, based on the Ferrari F12. There's also GTA equivalents of the Dodge Charger, Corvette C8, and more hiding among the traffic. On the sidewalk is a beggar with an iguana on his shoulder. He's just the first hint at what kind of wild people we'll bump into on our journey through the city.
That's Miami all
Nightclubs
day,
are
though.
a staple of GTA, so we're not surprised to see one here. Owning clubs was a significant part of both the original Vice City and GTA Online, so perhaps we'll be able to buy and manage this one. This aerial shot clearly shows off the Florida Keys, and once again points to GTA 6's ambitions beyond the city limits. To the right, we can see a bridge that is either derelict or under construction. Whatever the case, we feel pretty confident in saying that this will definitely be a car stunt location. And right at the top of the screen, we can see another GTA aerial staple, a blimp. This one is actually based on the Fat Albert blimp, which has patrolled the real Florida Keys since 1978 in an effort to stop drug smuggling. We switch to a rooftop party for an astonishing display of Rockstar's hair technology, which falls and flows realistically across her shoulders. It's not quite clear who this is flicking their hair, but it could well be Lucia herself. Her face moles and hairstyle don't match what we saw earlier, but that's nothing a day at the salon can't change. If this is Lucia, then she's definitely come into some money. That swimsuit has the SN logo of Sessanta Nove, an elite fashion brand that was first introduced in GTA 5. Looks like Vice City now has its own airport sign, just like Miami. It seems like it's been positioned to welcome visitors, as behind it we can spy the air traffic control tower of the VCI airport. As previously mentioned, the trailer features a lot of social media clips. It's not yet clear how it will be woven into both the story and gameplay, but what is obvious is that Rockstar will be poking fun at influencers
That's
and
crazy of the
vapid online
details.
behavior. Here we see an account called Dad Bod Squad showing off an old guy surrounded by women half his age, with the caption poking fun at the idea of sugar
Goals!
daddies. The gold-rimmed follow button suggests this may have been uploaded to Snapmatic, the GTA Instagram parody that had gold branding back in GTA 5. A post from Poach, aka Protection of Animals and Controlled Huntings, shows how Florida's wildlife will cause us all kinds of problems even in urban areas. Additionally, this is just one of a handful of scenes that mimic real life. Car culture will naturally be a huge part of GTA 6, and we can see a meetup happening from two perspectives here. The aerial shot of the donut and the social media video of the woman dancing on the car's roof. This security footage from a gas station showcases not just a gator wandering where it shouldn't be, but also the dense detailing of GTA 6's interiors. From the shelves packed with products to the bakery display and lottery ticket counter, this convenience store is as sharply made as any exterior location. Again, this is another scene that mimics real life. Bodycam footage shows what appears to be undercover police bursting through an apartment door. Off to the side is a Beware of the Dog sign that features a pooch that looks a lot like GTA 5's beloved Chop. Aero gasoline from GTA Online returns, but it's the weather effects that really catch our eye in this shot. Florida is known to be scorching sun one minute and torrential rain the next, and we can see those storms brewing in these clouds. The social media account posting this clip is Planet Leonida Man. Leonida is the GTA version of Florida, and so Leonida Man is a riff on Florida Man, an internet meme about the unusual behavior exhibited by the state's locals. For a prime example, just watch this mostly naked man running away from the cops. That cop is an officer of the Leonard County Sheriff Department, as signaled by the car parked to the left of the screen. We've already spotted the sign for Kelly County earlier, and so it seems like the GTA 6 map will cover multiple counties as well as Vice City itself. The next clip, courtesy of General Custard Cannon, also makes reference to the idea of the Leonida Man, noting that only in Leonida is a crotch grab and apology for bad driving. The act is, of course, caught on camera for everyone on Snapmatic and whatever the GTA version of TikTok is to see. There's even more wild Leonida behavior hinted at on a police billboard in the background, which states that someone is wanted for panty sniffing. Sounds like Vice City's got real problems. Of course, the cops will want to approach with caution when they find their panty sniffer, as the crotch grabber shirt says, "We bite back in Leonida." That'll be another alligator reference then. The road signs here point back to VCI Airport, Kelly County, Port VC, and the Keys. All locations we've seen in previous shots, but how do they all connect? We won't know until we finally see the game's full map. There's also a sign for Vice Beaches, which suggests that multiple beaches from the original Vice City may all be present in some form. This truck sports glittery green bodywork, the secret to which is seemingly revealed by a window sticker, Vice Vinyl.
Okay. All right. These ads.
Look around. The world is changing.
It seems like vinyl wraps may be a big part of GTA 6's car customization, allowing funkier colors than just paintwork alone. There's also a sticker for Ride Out Customs, another hint to the businesses that may offer us customization options. The guy riding on this truck is wearing a red bandana tied around his neck, which could be a reference to the Cuban gang who wore similar bandanas in the original Vice City. As much as none of us want to focus on an all but naked old man watering his garden, his character model does show off even more of the incredible detail Rockstar has packed into GTA 6, right down to the sunburn across his shoulders, and of course, he's just another example of the Florida Man meme. It wouldn't be a satire of the southern state if there weren't some hillbillies, or, as we see in this social media clip from the Mud Club, Thrillbillies. These guys are here for some off-road racing, which hopefully we'll be able to take part in too. Pulling in from the right of the screen is the recognizable frame of the Liberator monster truck. There's a fan among the crowd too who's wearing a Liberator t-shirt. This clip of a terrifying woman with dual hammers is a direct reference to the viral video of a woman from Chatsworth, Los Angeles, who went on a mini rampage with hammers in an effort to drive away her neighbor. As this poor chap hits the ground, we can see a bottle of Cerveza Borracho beer, GTA's parody of Corona. This billboard pokes fun at America's bizarre pharmaceutical industry with an ad for Angstapan, America's favorite dissociative. It cures emotion, apparently, but the small print advises to use with extreme caution as the sudden urge to think could be life-threatening. The sign for the nearby mall details several new brands for the GTA universe, including Callus, Scala, and Alpha.
The Dolphin Mall.
We see even more evidence of Rockstar's improved technology with the wad of dollar bills Lucia holds in her hand, which appear to be individually rendered notes. Here we have footage from Weasel News, the GTA parody of Fox News. This comes from a 1034 news bulletin with a headline that details a man flipping his car after a dine and dash. We swap to another news organization, this time the Spanish language Mega Noticias, for a look at a character who appears to be based on the Florida Joker, a tattoo model who was arrested multiple times. His tattoos were based on Jared Leto's Joker designs for Suicide
that's fire,
Squad,
right?
and you can see that
That's
here
fire.
in the impenitent tattoo across the guy's forehead. The headline reads, "Confession written in ink" for tattoos, and explains his neck tattoos were what allowed police to identify him. The backdrop of this news piece depicts a big Florida-style police badge with the writing in the bottom half referring to a Vicedale County, which is another county to add to the list. This sounds like a really big map. Here we see what appears to be a motorcycle gang, perhaps our first look at one of the gangs that Lucia will find herself working for. That same 1034 Weasel News Bulletin returns, this time showing an aerial view of the bikers tearing through the streets. Previous GTA games have reflected the events of the game via radio news bulletins. Perhaps GTA 6 will take it to the next level and weave those events into TV news. A new video clip, this time from High Rollers, shows a man wearing a Righteous Slaughter t-shirt. That's a reference to the Call of Duty-like game played by Michael's son in GTA 5. It seems like it's had a sequel since then, or several, since it's been 10 years since we visited Los Santos. This shirt has the Blood Ops subtitle, a clear nod to the Black Ops series. The truck to the right of the screen has a Sound for Sound sticker in the back window and is packed full of vinyl and sound equipment. Perhaps this points to one of Vice City's new radio stations. The green car in the left lane has its own window sticker, raised by Rideout Customs. It's another hint to the car customization options we'll have. A street sign also points north to Waning Sands, likely another beach location on the map. Here we see Lucia and her partner geared up to do some crime, faces hidden by bandanas. As they march through the store, we can see several well-known GTA brands, including E-Cola, Benedict Light Beer, Cerveza Borracha, Lager Beer, and Fat Chips. Pibwasser returns too, but in the new 9-alcohol-free variant. Everyone needs to know where the local weapons store is in a GTA game, and it seems like the Pawn and Gun could be a reliable merchant. According to the sign, this one is located in Port Gellhorn. Is this just one of many pawn and gun branches, or will we find a good old ammunition if we head downtown? The car Lucia and her partner are driving is a Tulip, which was first introduced in GTA Online. It's covered in bumper stickers, most of which the significance is not yet clear. One does say Arrest Andrew, so we're fascinated to know what bad stuff Andrew has been up to. We get our best look at Lucia and her partner in this motel room, where it's made pretty clear that they have some kind of romantic relationship. They promise to trust one another.
Trust?
Trust.
Which means, as every previous Rockstar game has proven, there's going to be a miserable betrayal somewhere in their futures. We still don't know Lucia's partner's name, but what we do know is that Rockstar's amazing hair tech is being used on his chest. Look at how her hands run through it. The duo burst into a store ready to rob. As revealed by the window stickers, this is an Uncle Jack's liquor store. If you're planning on shopping at Uncle Jack's, just be aware that they will never accept cash stored in underwear. It's right there on the sign, people. Also among the door signs is an advert for Dignity, which is available for the super low price of just 99 cents, and a sticker that reads Petty Forever, a reference to the Tom Petty song used in the trailer. The song, Love is a Long Road, was likely chosen for its thematic link to the events of the game. It seems that Lucia and her partner will be in for a long and difficult journey as their relationship builds. Love is a Long Road was a hit in 1989, which is a nice callback to the iconic 80s setting of the original Vice City. Petty's song, Runnin' Down a Dream, was also featured on the Vice City soundtrack. And finally, a release window, coming 2025. We were all hoping for next year, of course, and we'll want to brace ourselves for a possible delay, but at least we know not to plan for it in 2024, and that new trailers will hopefully help tide us over on the way to the full release. Not revealed in the trailer, but explained by a press release, is that GTA 6 will release on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. Unsurprisingly, Rockstar has chosen to once again release only on console initially. There's no word on a PC release yet, but if previous games are in...
You don't know why. The reason they don't release on a PC is because they want all they bread. They want all their money. They don't want the GTA RP people killing them. At least at first. I mean, eventually they're gonna have no choice but to put it on PC. But to start their initial release is only gonna be on console, so they can get all their coins at one time. They're not trying to spread it out with nobody. So T Grizzly and all y'all that be watching them having their own cities and everything, bro, cut that out. They try to make sure that they get all their bread at first.
Anything to go by, it'll arrive the following year. And that's everything we spotted in the Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer.
And that wraps it up.